Hey, so thanks for joining me, guys. If you're, I imagine most of you are maybe familiar with what the hell is going on here, but my idea was to pull up the session from this old track. And basically, it's a brotherly track, which is a band of mine, and this album was originally released in 2007, and so Brotherly made two albums basically. One was in 2007, one in 2010, I think, and then we never did anything again. But I was approached by Whirlwind Recordings to put together some kind of compilation. So none of it has ever been released on vinyl, so it seemed like a pretty good excuse to do this, you know. And I still found the old sessions. These are basically stems, so they're pretty much mixed already. I've done some little tweaks on a few things, but they were kind of ready to go. So December the 4th, that's going to come out on vinyl on Whirlwind Recordings, double vinyl, obviously like super awesome quality 180 gram vinyl, spectacular colours, and beautiful liner notes by Kevin the Genre. And yeah, but what we did was, with three of the tracks, we kind of refreshed the whole yeah, cheers Eagle, cheers man. What we did was we took three of the tracks and we added a special guest after all this time, and on the request of Whirlwind Recordings, we actually got Donny McCaslin on this tune, which I'm over the moon about. I don't think there's ever been a saxophone on a Brotherly tune before. Yeah, in fact, I'm pretty sure there isn't. It's not really a hornsy kind of sound, but it's so funny. Like now that this exists on here, it's obviously it's the final version as far as I'm concerned. It was a bit of a stroke of genius to get Donny on there. And obviously, you know, it's 2020, it was a remote session. I kind of scribbled a chart out, sent it over to him. Donny made some beautiful recordings and sent a couple of takes over, which I've just added into the track. And they're just like spectacular, so musical, like so funky. He's all over the chords. He totally understands this chord progression and just found all these crazy chromatic ways of getting around the chords. So, I mean, I guess while I'm talking about chords, maybe the thing to do is have a little look at the harmony of this thing. Didn't I make a... yeah. Make a little... So basically, this is the, like the Rhodes part. And it's like a really odd progression to cycle around, because you probably feel like it never resolves. I mean, I kind of think of it in C, you know, and the way that I break it down is I just like the sound of those sort of gospel-y chords, so I always think of that, which is E flat over E, as being like a C7 sharp 9 chord. Hope everyone can hear me okay. Do you have a jazz flute? Not on this track, I'm afraid, no. And in a way you could almost say this chord sequence was like C, D minor, C over E, F. That's the closest familiar thing to what this sequence is. But then you could say that everything is just inverted. So, and the C chord is a dominant sharp 9 with the major third in the bass. So kind of E flat over E. F6, which is possibly my favourite chord in the world, is sort of the second inversion of D minor. Sorry, first inversion of D minor. And then C over G is like the second inversion of C. And A flat 6/9 you could look at that as being like an F minor. In fact, I sort of almost wish I'd done that. That would have been nice, with a D in it. So I hope that makes sense, yeah. So it ends up sounding like this. Yeah, and obviously some real Rhodes on the record, but that's what's going on with the harmony in most of the track, apart from the B section, which kind of goes to E flat minor. And yeah, so the other thing that's worth looking at is the drums, really, because they're kind of pretty interesting. Donny's killing it. Sorry, just reading your messages. Yeah, Donny killed it. Ridiculous. Let me just look at my messages here. Now, the drum part. Is this working? Yeah, this is working. So the idea for the drum part, it's in 4/4, this, most of it. And the idea is there's a sort of 1, 2, 3, 4 is the hi-hat part. It's sort of the template of the what's dictating the beats, you know. And then the kick and I always think of kick and snare as kind of making a melody that goes against that, and I go. Probably breathing really heavily, but I'm trying to play this on my digitact. And those together would sound like so 3, 4. Hope you can hear that. Did I route that through? I think so. So yeah, just to break that down slowly. That's the drum beat. Now, the really interesting thing that happens actually is when we get to the B section, it kind of goes into 6/4, and you'll hear it really clearly. Let me just locate that. Can't see my go. And then we're back into 4/4. So it's all like very obvious things to do in 6/4. Grouping things in threes and smaller divisions of 3. So go boom, boom, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, and then the vocal goes 4, 5, 6, and it doubles up threes again. And what I mean by that when I say threes is it's grouped in 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. And so each time you can group 3 16th notes or 3 8th notes or 3/4 notes, and it all works out in that bar of 6. But never to make a simple piece of music, I kept the drum beat in 4/4 through the section. So what happens is it becomes a different beat in the second bar. So if you just listen to that for a second. you almost have to learn the drum beat again in 6/4. I wonder if I could. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. That's basically what it does. So that was my yeah, I think I've blown my load now. That was my most impressive moment of this track, really. Apart from that, there's not many more devices going on in there. So it goes something like, oh, let me get the whirly sound up one more time. And I think what it does, it goes. So it's just like an E flat minor 11 chord, and you drop that down a semitone, and it's an E flat 6/9 chord, and that's the harmony that's happening in that section. Yeah. So what else is good? There's this crazy bit in the intro that I don't really know why I did that, but I think the chords are. So So think about it that we're in C. At the end of that sequence, it goes A minor 11, D minor 11, and then E flat minor 11, with the idea that the voice leading kind of E flat goes up to the E, and these all kind of go. That's the way I think about it. It might not make a lot of sense, but I guess I'm just thinking about voice leading a lot. So even if there's no traditional logic to the harmony, I'm trying to make things lead somewhere, you know. And then the next time it does that, it goes. What does it do? Do that? I can't remember. It's something really stupid like that. Oh man, I can't remember. It's some stupid chord. I can't explain that one anyway, so best just to leave that alone. Okay, let me play some other little parts of the mix. This guitar part, I just listened to it now and it sounds so shoddy. I wish I'd had the opportunity to play it more nicely and in time, but it's an absolute mess. But the idea was that it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's like it's almost mimicking that hi-hat part of but then it displaces it. And what I did, I recorded it as 2 different guitar parts, and one's on one side and one's on the other. And I didn't play it on its own because it sounds absolutely disgusting the way it's played, but maybe I'll allow it with the percussion and the keys. Yeah, one of the things that really makes this track, I have to admit, is the percussion. It's Volker Strater who's playing on this, who lives in Germany at the moment, and all the triangle and the bongos and stuff on this is him, and it just, yeah, it's a big part of it. Let me just play some of the groove with the kit and percussion. without the percussion. Yeah, genius. Sounds amazing. It's like these days I'm always like, I always feel like it's cheating to put percussion on stuff because it's like it's almost too to make stuff sound spectacular. But wow, yeah, that really makes all the difference, doesn't it? Let me know if you want me to solo anything in particular. I'll show you. Let's maybe break something down. Vocals are pretty simple on this one. So.
Get it out of my mind. I wanna, I better, I want it out of my mind. Hey! We got to kick it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Yeah, there's not a lot of BVs on there. That's like the biggest part, but yeah, it sounds great. Let me show you some of the keyboard parts because I guess there's a few interesting things going on, like this intro. This is my trusty Matrix. Matrix 1000 over there, you probably can't see it, but it's an awesome little thing. I use this for a lot of the synths on this record. This is Matrix as well. I can't think of another synth that sounds like that. It's pretty bonkers. What are these guys? Let me just have a look. Oh yeah. So what I should have really explained is, if you don't know what DTs is, it's delirium tremens, and it's like I think it's a word for like if you're suffering from, you know, if you're on a come down from being is it drink related? I should really know this. I think it's to do with like, yeah, like a come down and losing your mind if you've been high, basically. But yeah, so there's this sort of insane inside your mind soundtrack going on the intro. So funny when you hear it in isolation. Okay. Yeah, that was my Nord, I think. Yeah, Nord lead. I don't have that synth anymore, but it's got such a distinctive sound. You probably don't hear those things in there because they were sort of composite sounds. So I'd be layering up that synth with the guitar and now with the sax and the vocals as well. So yeah, it's interesting. Like when I see Jacob Collier putting things together, he kind of thinks quite like this as well. I discovered. There's often not one synth sound going on. He wants different components from different organic sounds to be mixed in with it, and then you sort of can't tell what it is, but it's made this new timbre that you've never heard before. So I guess I was using pretty traditional instruments here, but that's the idea, just thickening it out. That's pretty much all there is to look at here. I thought I might have a little play along, but if anyone's got any questions, do let me know. Yeah, the percussion's amazing. Yeah, I could almost listen to this whole track with just the drums and percussion, but Igor is just bigging it up. Okay guys, well, I think I might be wrapping up here. If you've got any last things to ask me, then I can happily pull it apart now and solo anything you want to hear. Oh, listen, this is one thing I thought I'd do. I'm going to play some bass along to it one time through, because I really wanted to do that for the re-release because it's fun to play. But I decided to just keep it true to the original and left it as it was. But yeah, I'm going to play along. But what I will do is I might just let you hear the alternate take of what Donny did, which is also absolutely kicking off. There's some bits of it where I thought maybe it's too good and it takes the attention away from the vocals, so I might have edited it differently. But also this whole outro is a different version, so I'm going to let you hear that. You never hear this anywhere else. Why is it muted? Not anymore. Okay, let's go. I'm going to get my bass on and have a little play. See you on the other side. Hey. So yeah, there it is. I think that's most of the stuff I can tell you about this track. But yeah, that's fun to play. I messed up. I messed up both times going to the B section. It's really difficult. Just catching up on a couple of questions. Our brotherly making a comeback. Yeah, thank you, Andrew. Only in the form of vinyl. How did I decide about the form? And is there going to be a play along again? Well, that's a good idea. Can you hear me? Yeah. Sorry, just checking. Did I turn my mic back on? Yeah. Play along. Yeah, it's a good idea. That I should do that, and I probably will. Yeah, good idea. I'll probably do it right now. All I need to do is mute the bass and put out a bounce and stick it on Bandcamp, and then someone needs to write a chart, which I may or may not have time to do. But yeah, it's a good idea. Yep, good one. Yep, I'll probably do that. There was another question that I wanted to pick up. Did I have the timing idea right from the start, or was it an inspiration as you were writing it? I think it was probably the basis of the track, yeah. I think it was that, the keyboard part and the drum part, the way that they fit together, something I was probably just messing about with for a couple of days, and then, yep, that was it. Is it possible to play a note that is 120, not 126% tight? Yeah, I think I just did it quite a lot. I completely missed the bridge both times, so there you go, mate. Nice one, guys. Thanks for joining in, and hope that was of some use or interest. And give me some suggestions for the next one. I'll probably do this again because it's kind of fun. All right, nice one, guys. And don't forget, the album's out on the 4th of December on vinyl and CD and every other kind. And there's always Bandcamp. Go to Whirlwind Recordings, and that'd be the most profitable situation for me. And the single's out now, and props to Donny for fixing this tune, which was obviously broken for 13 years. And that's the end. All right, nice one, guys. See you later. I do want to end.